So let's get this party started. So we're gonna play a little bit from a report we have that came in hot off the press from Al Jazeera on the soldiers, three U.S. soldiers killed in the Middle East, and we got 35 wounded. So let's go. So Joe Biden, genocide Joe Biden said he's fighting terrorism. These people got killed fighting terrorism. Is that a true statement? Right? Is it a true statement that they got killed fighting terrorism? Who were the terrorists they was fighting? I mean, I haven't seen any ISIS attacking anybody. So I know they occupying some oil fields, stuff like that. I haven't seen them. I seen them genociding a bunch of Arabs in the Gaza Strip and stuff like that. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any terrorists being. I haven't seen any terrorists. So yeah, that's an interesting statement. So let's keep going. So this guy says the White House, right? I don't know where they got this dweeb from. So he says the White House doesn't want to see the conflict expand. That would be a lie. The only thing that can save Joe Biden in this political environment is a war, right? So let me break that down for you. So the Biden administration, everybody, even all Democrats know that nothing can save Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They will lose the election to Donald Trump. That's a given. Everybody's already resigned to that. Knowing that, he has to now come up with something to try to keep stay in office. The only way he can stay in office is or drum up support is to start a war, right? It's funny that they don't mention. I don't know if they mentioned it in this report, but in another report they said all the missile defense and drone defense failed to stop this. It went down. All the defenses went down all of a sudden, right? And you have this attack where these service 35 people were attacked at a base, 3 killed, a lot of them severely wounded. I thought that was interesting. So I made some comments before. Everything I've been saying is coming to pass. It's unfolding just like I said it would, right? So right on schedule because they're facing a political annihilation in the election. There's no hope for them. They have no choice but to escalate the war. You see, while this person, they keep saying, well, we don't want to escalate the war. It's the opposite. These people are Satanists. Anything they say, it's the opposite of what they say, right? So if they say we don't want to escalate the war, then they want to escalate the war. That's generally how it works. Now the war is escalated. There's no way, like Monday, Tuesday, you'll see all the politicians coming out saying we need to go to war with Iran. Pretty soon they'll start striking. They're probably gonna, I'll make some predictions. They're probably gonna try to strike Iran next. They're gonna say, well, Iran has killed American soldiers, right? So we have to. These are Iran-backed militias, Iranian, blah blah blah, Iran, terrorism, and then they're gonna try to strike Iran. That's gonna trigger a full-blown World War III, because then Iran will attack all their assets in the Middle East. Iran and its allies are going to go all out in the Middle East at that point. So this is happening pretty quick. And I said that, I said, in the last video I made, I said, you're not going to have to wait very long to see what's going to happen. I said 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, yeah, well, see, I guess the hours was pretty accurate, because this thing went down probably 12 hours since I made that video. It's been about 12 hours, and so then you have this strike on U.S. troops, U.S. base, right? And these soldiers get killed. So looks like I was right again. And now it's going to escalate even more. Why? Because they want to escalate it. I mean, for political purposes, they're going to say, well, we don't want to escalate this. But the only thing that they're hinging their survival on a war. They know that Donald Trump and the people he going to bring in, they not with that war shit. You see, they talking a lot of shit, but they not going to expand the war, in the Middle East and in Ukraine. Right? We all know that because of how Trump went after NATO, and he wanted to get the U.S. out of NATO, and et cetera, et cetera. So he wanted to run a low-intensity containment against Iran, right? These neo-Nazis, on the other hand, they want all-out war, because it's real simple. They're not going to survive politically after the next election. So if they don't go now, they're not going to be. They don't want to wait another 4 years, right? And so they said, well, fuck it, we got to go now, right? So that's what's going on. So now they're going to throw their hands in the air and stick their foot on the gas, right? Guarantee you, I make another prediction, by the end of next week, you definitely will see, maybe sooner, right, them accelerate the attacks on Iran, right? And that, well, I mean, like I said, they're not going to come out and say, oh yeah, this is World War III. If you're waiting for somebody to say that, you stupid. You're just a dumbass, right? You ain't nothing but missile food, you see? Nobody's going to give you an announcement, you see? So you got to wake the fuck up, you know what I mean, and prepare yourself for the worst, you see? This is escalating very quickly. Kind of faster than I thought, you know what I mean? Like, I thought, if you'd asked me a while ago, I wouldn't have thought that it would have accelerated this quickly, right? Let's listen to the rest of this report. So, exactly. You see, so they may be backed by Iran, but they're not directed by Iran. So this guy, let this guy cook. This guy, he's cooking down here, right? He knows what he's talking about. That first dude was a fucking dweeb, right? Like he said, they're getting sucked in, right? They're gonna Bibi Netanyahu and Joe Biden. Their only way to survive the 2024 election cycle is an all-out war. I mean, this is a no-brainer. I mean, unless you're just a dumb motherfucker who just, walks around, dweebing all day and shit, dwerping and dweebing all day. You already know that, right? I don't really have to tell you that. They only, Netanyahu, go look at the news reports from Israel. They want his ass out, right? Not that any of those people, are humanitarians or anything like that, right? They just want a more efficient Nazi in place to handle their business, Zio-Nazi in place, you see. But for him to survive politically, he has to expand the war. For the Democrat, neocon, neo-Nazis in the United States to survive politically, they have to expand the war. It's the only way, you see. And Netanyahu he's gonna stick his foot on the fucking gas at this point, right? He's definitely not going anywhere, right? Him and them, and they know that the next administration is probably gonna probably put a stop to some of this. So they gotta go now. They gotta go all out right now, and that makes this the most dangerous time. I said it before. I said it. You're welcome. I said it before, probably 2 months ago. I said this is the most dangerous time in human history, right? Now that's coming to pass. I mean, you know, these two jokers, um, they basically gonna go all out. So you can expect that this thing will continue to accelerate. You're gonna see more casualties, more U.S. casualties. You're gonna see more U.S. bases hit, and they're gonna keep screaming Iran, Iran, and because the only way really to expand it, they got to get Iran involved. You know what I mean? Like, it's not enough. You see, so they got to get Iran involved, and once they get Iran involved, that's the last straw, right? The body's gonna hit the floor, right? You think 35 bodies just hit the floor? That's nothing. They're gonna hit everything. They're gonna close the Strait of Hormuz. They're gonna close the Houthis gonna close the Red Sea. The Iranians gonna they're gonna hit Iran. Israel and the U.S. are gonna start striking Iran, inside Iran. They're gonna start striking Syria, near that Russian air base, right? And then you might see some people flip. So you may see the Egyptians and the Jordanians, they may flip on Israel, right? And then this shit is gonna get to cooking. It's gonna get to cooking real, real good. And then that's when you're gonna really see this shit get hot, right over there. Cause the body counts is gonna start to go up and up and up. You see, you're gonna see a ship. You're gonna see ships get sunk in the Red Sea by the Houthis, right? The Iranians might even sink some shit in the Strait of Hormuz. It's gonna be crazy, right? And then at that point, it's just all out. You know what I mean? Nobody really got to come on TV and say, yo, it's World War III. It'll be obvious, right? That Joe Biden and Benjamin Netanyahu took you into World War III. You see, when they start stacking them bodies up over there, right? The body count is gonna get heavy, and then when they hit them Iranians, then that shit is a wrap. You see, because then Iran, they're gonna start hitting them bases. It's gonna be crazy. Like I said it in another video. I don't think I need to repeat it. You see, but they're gonna wipe out all U.S. assets, and the only way to stop them is to go nuclear. You see, Israel is finished. This is the end of the Israelis, right? No more Israel, no more partying in Israel. That shit over with, right? You're gonna get Israeli refugees, you see. Not Syrian, not Libyan, not, you know what I mean, all of those white people that left New York and Kansas and Germany and Uzbekistan and Russia, well, they're gonna be going back to where the fuck they came. They're gonna be getting out of there. There's gonna be so much fighting. You think Gaza looks fucked up. They're gonna turn Tel Aviv into Gaza, the Gaza Strip. It's gonna look like the Gaza Strip when they finish. And my prediction is that'll probably be before the end of 2024 at the rate we going, right? So they're gonna be getting up out of there. It's gonna be all hell gonna be breaking loose over there, right? The problem with that is you're gonna see oil prices skyrocketing, right? Oil prices are gonna go up, right? They're gonna skyrocket. Liquid natural gas prices. My gas bill just doubled. Damn near. I think it went from, is it double? Yeah, damn near double. My natural gas price bill. So you're gonna see liquid natural gas prices go up. Oil, gas prices go up. That means your grocery bill, all of that shit is going up, right? All of it's going up. Up, 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 right? So, and then not to mention, everybody sees what's going on with the whole, border situation, you see? So, so this is just I just want to do a quick update, right? Bring you a quick World War III update, right? Your war and peace report, but ain't no peace, it's just war. That's all I got.